Awesome. We'll start front left with Dwayne.
Oh, you're going to put it on me right now. It's all good. Collin, I wanted to just ask you about, obviously, when you look at yourself, Tyus, and Monte, this team went from having no point guards to now having 3. How big will that be, you feel, for this season?
I mean, it'll be really important just having a guy out there who's an extension of the coach on the floor, can control the pace of a game, take care of the ball, and set those guys up to get great looks, great opportunities, and so that they can flourish and we can win basketball games.
Does that change the approach or kind of how you look at the situation? Because I know when you first signed, there weren't a lot of point guards, and now they've added 2. How do you kind of approach that now?
Kind of the same way. For myself, I've always just been a competitor. I'm going to go in and compete, try to make the best out of the opportunity, make guys better around me in practice and games. And then also it's an ability for me to learn from those guys. I think Monte is going into maybe year 8 and Tyus in 10. So they have a lot of experience, and experience is valuable in this league. And I could learn a lot from those 2 guys and pick their brains. All 3 of us are kind of undersized guards, so seeing how they've stuck this long in the league is going to be really important for me. But I'm excited to just learn, compete with them and against them in practice, help make each other better. Iron sharpens iron, so I'm excited for it.
You know, when we spoke in Vegas, you had talked about, I know I can play in this league, but over the years you've had to, spend some time in the G League. How did those reps kind of help prepare you for that next level? Yeah, I mean, the G League was great for me. Just being able to go down there, being a stay-ready guy in the NBA is hard. Like, sometimes you're not going to play, sometimes you do. There would be games where I would play a game and then I would sit for a month. So having that time and the opportunity to go down there, get live game reps, and also just being around the G League guys was really cool for me. A lot of those guys are teammates and friends that I'll have for a long time, so that was special. But yeah, it's always a good opportunity when you get to go out and compete in a live game situation, get game reps.
Collin Gillespie, Arizona Sports. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Valley. As a Villanova guy who played with Mikal and Jalen, wanted to just ask you about the Nova Knicks. I know Dante is now headed to Minnesota, but just with those guys, when you got to know them, how often you keep in touch with them and the conversations that have taken place?
Yeah, I mean, I love those guys. Those guys are my brothers. We went through a lot together. It was my first year in college. They were all like great leaders, great role models to look up to, guys that you want to aspire to be in a Villanova program. So I learned a lot from those guys in my first year, and then we still stay in contact pretty often. I lived with Jalen for a year on the road and in the summertime, so I talked to him a lot. And then when Mikal was here, I was out here for pre-draft, so I stayed with him for a week. So we're really close. Obviously, I feel bad for Dante because he was the only one that kind of was involved in the trade, but he's been awesome in his career already. He's moved around quite a bit, so there's nothing new for him, and he's going to be as successful as he always is. But yeah, I love the Villanova family, and we keep in touch pretty often.
I want to ask you about Mikal specifically. We've gotten to know that knucklehead over his time here, and everyone's come to love him around here, including the fans. Just your relationship with him, and just also how he can help. As you were in your freshman year, he was in your junior year, helping you for draft, rookie, two-way, like just having someone like him to go to.
Yeah, I mean, when I first found out I was going to come here, he was like one of the first people to reach out to me, and he was just saying if I needed anything to let him know. Obviously, there's a lot of contacts out here, but my relationship with him is he's like an older brother, so whenever I need anything, he's always there. I've seen him. I saw him at All-Star last year. So whenever I need anything, he's always there, but that's how pretty much everybody in Villanova is. Around the league especially, so it's been nice to have those guys.
Brendan Mao, Burn City Sports. Collin, you've won a lot in your career going from Villanova and then winning with the Nuggets your first year in the league. What has that taught you, and how does this roster kind of compare to what you had with in the past on your championship teams?
Yeah, I mean, I've been blessed to play on a lot of great teams. I've had a lot of great coaches. So that's been really great for me, being able to learn how to win, what it takes to win. But also with this team, this might be the most talented roster I've ever been on. from top to bottom. So we have everything that it takes to win here, and then we're just going to continue to get better every day. Have a competitive mindset going into everything that we do, every game, every practice. But I definitely think we have the group of guys that are hungry and want to win. So I'm excited for it, and I'm excited to be around it.
Got one final question here.
Alex Civilian, Burn City Sports. If for the Suns fans who have not watched your game, what can you talk about what you can provide for the team this season?
Yeah, I mean, I try to do a little bit of everything. I try to just be a complete basketball player. I like to rebound from the guard position, find guys, especially the guys that are going to get a lot of shots, put them in positions to be successful, and then just make open threes and be solid on the defense end of the floor. Obviously, as an undersized guard, just fight and be competitive in every way that I can, and try to play good team defense and take pride in my on-ball defense. So just a little bit of everything.
All right, thanks, Collin.
Yep. Appreciate you guys.